Tonight we welcome Paul Johnson. He's our special guest. He's the president of the Seaton Rambers Football Club, and Paul's here to talk about last week and the tremendous win that Seaton had over Flinders Park. Can you tell us a little bit about the great win?
Okay, on Saturday we travelled up to St Mary's to take on Flinders Park in our first semi-final. I think luckily we won the toss and we kicked with a breeze in the first quarter. That was probably the telling score of the game in the end. We kicked, I think it was 6-1 in the first to Flinders Park's 3 points. For a final end-up score, we got over the line by 22 points. Probably very lucky in some poor kicking on Flinders Park point that we were good enough to hang on. So yeah, it was a good game. Flinders Park, great opposition, a lot of good players in there, but some of their kicking really, unfortunately, probably let them down, and we played well. We were good.
So you got off to that flyer in the second quarter. Were they able to catch up at any point?
They kicked 4 goals, something or other in the second, which we didn't score at all in the second quarter.
Strong breeze, obviously.
It was a very strong breeze in the first. It tended to die off a little bit, probably in the third and the fourth. I reckon there was only on the southern end of St Mary's Oval, I think there was 4 goals scored for the whole game. So yeah, very difficult kicking into the breeze.
So that gave you a good little buffer at half time, then you get a few goal buffer. And,
yeah, a couple of goals up still at half time, and I'm luckily enough to keep that margin throughout the last.
Yeah, better players you thought on the weekend?
For us, I think one of our guys played really well was Chris Swinitzel. He was pretty good.
Half forward on there?
Yep, up in the half forward. We had obviously Shane Harris was good. Braden Wild was very good again. But our back line held strong like every week. Todd Gates, Luke Green, Lease up there. Yeah, and a few of our young lads that we've got out there, performed quite well too.
And is Lukey Granley's centre half back or half back just zoning off there and playing
down in the back line somewhere? I couldn't tell you exactly what position he was playing, but he for an old fella he goes pretty well.
Yeah, and Toddy Gates is a real solid defender.
Toddy Gates, you look at him sometimes and you think he probably not that greater looking footballer, but God, he gives you 1,000% back there. He's
hard as nails. You certainly wouldn't want to get in between him and the footy.
You do not want to get in the way. You don't want to have the ball if he's running at you, because he lays a tackle and he means it when he lays them. So
yeah,
he's really good.
He's a real hard nut, and not in a dirty way. He's just hard at the footy. He's just really good.
Clean as, and very, very good footballer.
And the other game was the game between Pembroke Old Scholars and Athelston at Athelston. For me, it was a bit of a shock. I probably thought Athelston would get up. Pembroke got up by a few goals. Your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I must say I did not think that Pembroke would get over Athelston. I had a score update that Athelston were 9 points up at half time, I think it was. And I just assumed that were we lucky enough to continue on and get over Flinders Park in the end, that we'd be playing Pembroke next week. So it was a bit of a shock, but supposedly Athelston just couldn't score in the last quarter. Couldn't kick a score, so yeah.
Well, that sets up the big prelim final this week for you, and obviously that a win will send you to Division 2. You're playing Athelston, who will have a bit of a monkey on the back, I would have thought. There's no hiding things there for a couple of years. Seaton didn't win a flag for a while, and you got the monkey off the back this year. You've won the last 2 finals. Athelston have got that bit of a monkey. They can't win a final. You've got nothing to lose, I'm guessing. I know it's at Athelston at Max Amber, but you must give yourself a fair show.
I think I rate us quite strongly. We haven't been able to win a final for 7 years. It's been lost quite a few home finals, and I think maybe that's doing us good. Every week we've had to win. We come from 5th spot. Got over Mitcham by 52 in the elimination, obviously Flinders Park in the first semi. Going up to Athelston, they're a good strong side. Didn't think if we were lucky enough, didn't think we'd be meeting them until the grand final. But I rate us a good strong chance. Winning form's good form, and we go in feeling pretty confident. don't believe we got any injuries out of Saturday, so look, all the blokes should be fit and firing. Athelston, big ground again. We just played at St Mary's last Saturday, so our boys will be used to a big ground. Not sure, I think the conditions will be pretty fine, so looking forward to a good hit out.
Yeah, we've had reasonable weather over the last week. It might have been a bit wet up at Athelston during the winter, but I thought last week you might have had a few troubles with the bigger ground, like at St Mary's, from the car park to there, and you handled that with aplomb. And
I think it gives our some of our really good midfielders, gives them a lot of space to run into as well. You know, if there's a hard tag going on, it gives them a bit more room to get away from it. So, yeah, I don't hold any fear going to a bigger ground again. You know, as I say, I think our boys ran out the game really well. So fitness is not an issue for us.
You've got a few older blokes on the side though. How do you think they're going to butter up second week on a big ground?
Yeah, there was a couple of them feeling a little bit in the legs on Saturday night, but I think they'll all be fine. As I said, I don't believe there was any soft tissue injuries or anything, so I think it'll be good.
Matty Webber's an experienced coach too. He's given them an easy week on the track and maybe a pull session or something like that.
I think it'll be a little bit, probably a little bit less running this week. Probably a little bit more ball skill work, and yeah, Matty will look after the boys and make sure they're all fit and firing for Saturday.
And Sean Cord's back.
Sean Cord, the Leopard, yes, playing some really good football too.
Yeah,
really good football for an old bloke.
Yeah, he's going really well. And Paul Marshall, Luke Walsh, there's a few guys there, you know, in the twilight, but still playing some bloody good footy.
Yeah, look, you can't knock Luke's commitment every week in the ruck. It would have been hard for him Saturday. Look, big ground for him. Webby did swap DT, young Darren Tremaine, into the ruck for a little while to give Luke a bit of a rest. Lukey went up forward, kicked a goal. Must say I didn't watch it. I couldn't bring myself to watch it, but yeah, he did. Kicked well, kicked truly. So as I say, I think it'll be good. And Marshy, evergreen, 400 gamer, just keeps going. I think he was probably feeling pretty. I didn't see him late Saturday night or after the game. I don't think he come back there. But yeah, he would have iced up, he would have done all the right things, and he'll be fit and firing again for Saturday as well.
Good luck, and may the best team win on the weekend, and possibly it's a Ramblers into the grand finals.
That's what we look forward to.